Alrighty, welcome back everyone to Transformers Darkness Rising Season 2 Project Proudstar. Last time, for a short recap, the party ended up at Veruxus Station, a artificial world slash giant space station that was constructed by a organic race and a Cybertronian colony long ago. Big ass trading post, basically, with a bunch of just fun places to go visit, places to set up for shopping, big market and everything. So the party spent the majority of the time doing just that, finding information, collecting supplies, all that sort of stuff, refueling the ship and whatnot. Before returning to the ship once they finished, after Loose Wires also spent the entire time helping his son Steve sell his artwork, which was a very successful and lucrative business. Everyone returned, and after getting some of the information that they found to Alpha Trion, along with some other stuff, just kind of collecting what they found and whatnot, they decided to head straight to Caminus instead of making any other pit stops. So that is where we will pick up, is the party hanging and talking as the ship makes its way to Caminus.
I'll be right back. Let's go use the restroom.
Yep, you are all good. So,
Indeed.
Oh, and also, unfortunately, Loose Wire's player cannot be here with us today, so we will not be seeing any of his shenanigans. But we do have some others with us. So, Cloud9, what is it you are up to at the moment?
Making my crystal methamphetamine lab.
Nice. I feel like I should make you roll to see how well you set up this lab. Go ahead.
Roll science to cook.
I'll say for setting up the lab itself, roll tech, and then roll science for the actual cooking.
Well, I have nothing in technology.
Could always ask Nexus to do it for you.
This is true. Hey Nexus, wanna help me build a meth lab?
Yeah, sure. Been a long time.
I hate that you're inferring that Nexus has had a meth lab before.
But are you surprised that may be a possibility?
Not entirely.
Exactly.
Alright, so just follow me into the vents then.
Okay. He will follow him.
Why was that so loud?
I don't know. It was kinda...
It was fine on my end.
Yeah, that was
Wasn't
weird.
loud for me, so...
Huh. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna head into the vents, and, I'm gonna ask my dear friend to help me build a methamphetamine lab.
Alrighty. Well, Nexus, you know what to do.
I'd be able to get lend assistance from him since walk me
Yep.
through it, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So that's an auto success, just straight up.
Yeah, I figured.
Yep.
Yeah, the lab is set up exactly as it needs to be set up for the experimentation of making methamphetamine and whatever other drug you might want to make. All right, go ahead and cook.
There you go. All set up.
Thank you. Thanks, Nexus. You wanna help me cook?
Sure.
Alright.
Okay.
Well,
Welcome back.
we're cooking meth.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Like actual meth.
Yep.
Oh.
Something that will not affect anyone on the ship other than Cloud9.
Yep.
I see.
All right. I assume I'm getting lend assistance from this.
Huh.
2, 3.
So many dice.
So many.
Alrighty.
Well.
Yeah, you cook a very, very nice quality meth. The kind that Walter and Jesse would make, you know. The good shit.
The messy.
Guy.
Yeah.
Hmm. 98% pure crystal. I've really outdone myself. Thank you, Nexus. I'm gonna go sell this to the next biological alien species we meet.
Oh god. You're gonna make meth heads. No!
Yeah.
Careful.
Oh no. Dan.
I can hear
as
Dan
the-
just fine.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
you're fine. It's just cutting out a little bit here and there, but not.
Yeah,
that
just,
much.
just a little bit. But you were saying careful.
Never
About
mind.
selling that to bio.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go. There we go. Okay. It's just
Okay, yeah.
delayed.
Yeah.
To be careful about selling that to biologicals.
Oh, I am well aware. Trust me, I did some experimentations. Flash cut to, Cloud9 giving methamphetamine to rats.
Oh God.
God.
It's not pretty, man.
Alright, so I'm just gonna take
Do
this
enough.
back. Hey, at least with this, we'll make a shit ton of money.
This is true.
It's better than prostitution.
You know what? Yeah.
Yep.
Debatable, honestly.
What, would you rather sell your body than sell your soul?
I mean, when you put it like that, absolutely.
Hasn't Nexus already sold his soul, though?
No. Who the hell would take it? The devil?
Fair enough.
I don't even think Unicron would want it.
Exactly. He ain't sell his soul yet because there ain't no fucking buyers.
Ah, that's fair. Okay, so Hades, while they're off making meth, what are you up to?
What would he be? What would he be? I want to do something silly, but can't think of anything in character he would do. You know what? He's gonna go bug his brothers.
Alrighty. So, as you're walking towards the stairs to get to the elevator that leads to the top deck, I want you to go
Yeah.
ahead and roll me alertness.
Oh, okay. Where? Let's see. Yay. Duh. What? Skill die is that a okay.
A 13. Alright, not bad, not bad. So as you are getting closer to the stairs down here,
Hmm.
here, I'll move your token just a bit closer so it's easier to find that part of the map because it's so fucking big. So as you approach the stairs here, you hear rustling coming from this room.
Russ.
Yeah, rustling.
I wonder who it is.
Shut the fuck up, you asshole.
Can I? I want to investigate. Can I roll infiltration?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Thankfully, I don't have a snare gun that no more, but I do want to spend a. Oh, where is it? I'll spend an energon to push that door. Oh, roll. Let's see. Oh, okay. And then my 4. Okay. That's respectable. That is a 19.
19, alrighty. So, you successfully managed to sneak around the corner into the room. Or sneak wherever you were going, sorry.
Yeah, I know you're fine. So I'm going to sneak to the door, kind of put my ear.
Alrighty.
Listen.
So at the door, excuse me, something's caught in my throat. Anyways, at the door, you hear the rustling a bit louder. It sounds like the kind of rustling you hear when somebody's opening a box.
I'm going to peek inside.
Well, there's nobody opening a box, but there's a box sitting on the couch here that is rustling, and it's taped and it's closed shut.
What in the world? So I'm gonna.
Oh, that's
I'm
gonna.
gonna- I'm gonna walk over and. Oh my god! This is Metal Gear Solid. This is Snake in the Box. Let's go. I'm gonna poke the box. So the box is closed. Like, okay, so is it over? Like the box over something, or is it like just?
It's just
taped
sitting on
shut?
it's just sitting on the couch, and the box itself is like stapled shut. It's not a wood. It's not like a cardboard box. It's a crate basically, but.
Dang, I was envisioning like a cardboard box, like someone was hiding on the couch with it. I was gonna go over and just lift it up.
I mean, you're big and strong enough. You probably still could. So let's be real here.
Absolutely.
Okay, I guess I'll walk over.
You're fucking massive.
Yeah, I'm gonna lift it up. And
You
kind
lift.
of, not spin it, but kind of like turn it, eye it, and inspect it.
Yeah. You hear rustling within the box still. Definitely something inside that seems.
I sniff it.
Oh, the scent smells like Eucharis. Like the beast people of Eucharis. Smells almost
Alright.
maximal. Technically species.
Shaken violently. You know what? Maybe not violently, but I will give it a little shake.
I do.
Yeah, shake it.
Go ahead and shake it. What happens when you get shaken? Night Howl.
What? Why are you shaking me?
Ah. You have a stowaway, I see.
I couldn't find anything except a box.
So I'm gonna put it down and open it to let them out.
You open it and out pops the young Night Howl.
Hi, surprise.
Oh, and Vexy, just to let you know, I say maximal because technically the species that you are is maximal.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Sorry, I didn't know how you guys would react if I just said I wanted to join your adventure, so I just kind of hid.
I'll have you. I'm pulling this out of my ass. Really funny. I'll have you know. I think you're breaking approximately X number. Give me a number, GM.
10.
Laws. Approximately 10 different intergalactic laws by stowing away on here. I hope you know.
He just kind of shrugs and looks at you blankly, like, okay.
Well, Night Howl. Suppose I should welcome you aboard the Knight's Terminus then. If only it had
Yay.
been under better circumstance.
Yeah, I was in a little, like, air vent for a little while, and then this giant spider kept, like, walking past me. So I decided to move.
Honestly, it was probably a wise decision.
Yeah, he smelled stinky, like our skunk maximals.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Anyways, hold up. I'm having a short circuit in my brain.
You're all good.
I wouldn't let Cloud9 hear that. I don't really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, that's the spider's name. Okay, I'll be good.
Well, now that we're where you're here, I ought to I ought to let the captain know of your presence, just so we don't get any nasty surprises from any of the rest of the crew.
Okay. Should I go say hi to everyone else?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Let me escort you then. So
Sure.
he'll follow her while I radio the captain.
All
Be
right.
like, hey, we may have had someone stowed away on the ship. It's someone we know, don't worry. But yeah, Night Howl decided it would be wise to go upon our ship.
The young Maximal. Oh boy.
Yes.
Our caretaker's not going to be happy about that.
I feel bad that I
Indeed.
left Air Razor, but that's okay. Air Razor should stow away too, looking for Night Howl.
Oh
No,
my god!
no, because that would mean I'd have to stat her up, damn it. I don't want to do that.
Thanks. Thanks.
Surprise!
Surprise, everyone! Night Howl has officially joined the campaign.
Yep,
Nice.
Vexy has finally returned to us as her new character, Night Howl.
Yeah,
What?
Headed
It's not
roll.
a surprise!
Shut the
Shut up,
fuck
Dan.
up.
Shut up, Dan. So I
So,
assume
yeah.
that, like, the room that I was in is gonna be my quarters then?
if you want it to be.
Yeah, probably just for the sake of how big the map is, even though technically it's a living room.
Yeah.
There are other bedrooms, but they're like way further down the map, and I'm like, that's too big of a map.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. I'm
so-
glad you did what you
so-
did.
So Hades is gonna make a general roll call for the party. Be like, it would seem we have someone for you to someone some of you may already know. In fact,
He's literally hiding behind Hades. Like, peeking behind, or out from behind him.
We have a stowaway. Oh,
and
you.
What was
well,
that?
go on, Night Howl. Don't be shy.
What? Why did you say it like that?
No, I recognized you, that's all. I was expecting someone we didn't know or something.
Oh, no, it's just me. She just kind of trots over and looks at you and smiles.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the times when I've been on ships that had stowaways, those stowaways tried to, forcibly take command of those ships.
Oh, I don't know how to fly anything, so you're safe.
Very fortunate, or perhaps unfortunate, if you ever found yourselves in a position where you had to fly the ship. Let's just hope that doesn't happen.
You all have autopilot, right? Or I could actually call Air Razor. She knows a lot about flying.
You'd be surprised how instinctive flying becomes when it's life or death.
I don't want to find that out.
I mean, you shouldn't have to. I'm just saying, if it arises, you'd be surprised by how instinctive some things are when it's do or die.
That's fair, I guess.
It's not wrong. To admit.
Yep.
As much as I hate to ask this question, is Cloud9 gonna come and see Night Howl?
Yeah, you're gonna see a giant spider crawl over to you.
Now, I do want to say, because Night Howl said that she had started in the vents, Cloud9 has been aware of her presence, but hasn't said shit this entire time. Because I do want to mention, Vexy, it has been about 2 weeks since they have
I
left
know.
Yukaris. So.
I know. She's been like popping out and like grabbing whatever Energon snack she could.
Yeah.
I've been leaving the cyber rats for our friend here.
As she sees you walk, she just kind of like, she gives you a respectful tiny nod, but like also is kind of scared of the giant spider.
Cloud9, I can only assume you've been aware of their presence this whole time. How could you not be?
Well, I was aware, but then I got high. I could have told you, and I could have said something, but then I got high.
That would do it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Thanks for not telling anybody about me yet. I appreciate you, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man!
Oh, no problem. Now, while you guys, talk, I'm gonna go get high.
You do that.
Yep.
Lord.
How does
No, wait.
anything
Wrong room.
get high next to the room?
Already high.
How does he get anything done?
You know, I'm not entirely sure, but he does? Pretty efficiently, actually.
It's rather.
Oh.
It's. I suppose it's one of those mysteries we never saw.
Oh, so he's like a functioning alcoholic. Or energonaholic, I guess it'd be considered.
Yeah, he's
Something
a
like that.
Oh,
Oh,
child.
hey, Alpha Trion. Yeah, he's something of a high-functioning stoner.
Yeah. He gets
Who
a
is
lot done,
this?
surprisingly. Oh, hello there, little one. I am Alpha Trion, one of the 13 primes.
Oh. She would know about that, right?
Barely. The 13
Okay.
primes were not super well known to the original Predacon Knights when they established Eucharis. They only
Okay.
learned a little bit about them when Quintus came to Eucharis, which was
Okay,
long
okay.
before your birth.
So pretty much it's like a myth to her.
Yeah, basically you know them in passing more than anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a legend.
I get that a lot.
Mhm.
My history's kind of been wiped from existence due to certain Cybertronians back home, but nothing that time can't fix.
You can see like she like mentally checks out and as he's talking and just like looks up at the just looking up at the surrounding area.
It's a
Well,
really
I'd
big
have-
ship.
Yeah, it's really big. Well, Nighthal, would you like to meet the rest of the crew?
Sure.
Alright. With that, he's gonna go introduce her to, how about Dragonlance and Heartwood?
Yeah, sure.
Fucking he just walks away. Fucking
Oh, he's got
Yeah.
shit to do.
oh Nexus. Or not Nexus, fucking Alpha
Alphatron,
Trion.
Yep.
Alpha Trion. I think if Nexus knew you said that, he'd be very offended.
Probably not.
He'd be like, I hate to admit it, but I know that I do take after him in some ways. I'm not that oblivious to the kind of person
She
I
knows
am.
Dragonlance already though,
Yeah.
doesn't she?
Yeah, kind of. You kind of met her a little bit.
Okay.
Dragonlance Heartwood. Sorry if I'm interrupted, but I perhaps would like to introduce you to, or perhaps in this case reintroduce you to Nighthowl. She's decided, wanted a place on the ship without informing any of us.
She kind of like does the little finger point and like shy finger point. Yeah, I should
Yeah.
have told you guys before. I'm sorry.
Oh, hello. Dragonlance kind of waves to Nighthowl, kind of looks also a little stunned and everything.
Yeah.
Well, glad to have you aboard, I guess. Hardlift over here kind of gets up from her seat, runs over to Nighthowl, and pats Nighthowl's head. You're really soft.
Her tail is just going a mile a minute. What pets? I haven't had those in centuries.
Oh, you poor thing.
She just kind of like leans into it.
Hardlift keeps giving you a head pat.
Oh my god. She looks over at Hades. I think I'm going to like it here, and just sits down and lets Hardlift continue to pat her head. Her tail continually going.
At least she found some companionship. I'm glad to.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
Hardlift is also giving you scratches and shit.
Oh my god, that's wonderful.
So I guess I'll just take a little seat. Just wait.
Chilling watching this.
Dragonlance cannot help but let out a giggle.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad Hardlift is still here. She's a badass bot.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, a few of the NPCs that you remember stuck around and joined the ship.
That's cool.
Nexus, may I speak to you?
Of course. What's up?
Well, we're heading to Caminus, and I think it's only right that we return the Forge of Solace.
Yeah?
But I do not wish to be seen on Caminus. From my understanding, the Titan colonies that have connections to the 13 still remember who we are, and frankly, I don't think I'm ready to face any questions or anything that might arise regarding the 13, not from the Camions. If you wouldn't mind having Hades bring the hammer back, that would be much appreciated.
Yeah, we'll handle it. No problem.
Thank you, my friend.
Of course. I understand. Been a long time since I've been to Caminus myself.
Yes, it has. Well,
Very much looking forward to learning what the Forge was doing back on Cybertron.
here's hoping they have the answers.
Indeed.
Well, I believe we are approaching soon, so best you get you and your team ready.
Right. I'll let them know. So he will head over to Hades. Hey, Hades.
Yes, Texas?
Alpha Trion would like us to be the ones to return the Forge of Solus Prime to Caminus. He's not exactly ready to be seen on Caminus again.
See.
Doesn't exactly wish to deal with the inevitable questions that would arise from a Prime just kind of showing up on a colony planet one day. Which is fair enough.
An unenviable position to find.
Indeed. And it seems like we're gonna be approaching there pretty soon, so we should probably start getting ready as well.
Hard lift, can you see after Night Howl for a moment? I need
Oh.
to see to some business.
Oh yes, of course. Continues scratching. Gets behind
At
the
this-
ears.
At this point, oh god, I don't want to do this anymore. At this point,
She's getting overstimulated.
no. At this
Oh.
point, she would obviously transform, but I don't remember how to transform.
Oh yeah, so
Oh.
would you like me to do it for now
Yeah.
I'll show you how to do it here in a bit.
Alright, so
Where's
Hades
my
will start
interface?
getting prepared. Presumably eventually get handed the...
Yes, let me get to that layer.
Okay.
If I can remember what layer it is. There's the forge.
Nexus would be preparing stuff in his room for departure.
I
That's
assume
a
you would
big
have.
ass hammer.
Yes, it is. I assume you would have updated Cloud9 as well.
Yeah. I would have sent him a quick message being like, we're approaching Caminus shortly.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty,
Out.
Hades. Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, he's like, rest assured, Alpha Tri, and I will keep a very close eye on it.
Thank you, Hades.
So go to pick it up.
Alrighty. You have picked up the hammer,
Alright.
and it's now on your back.
Yep. Still put on the back very securely.
Right on.
Alright.
Alrighty. And, Night Howl, will you be wanting to join them on Caminus?
Absolutely.
Alrighty. What are you gonna do to get ready?
Just be herself.
Fair enough. I guess you don't have much belongings here yet.
No, she does not.
Hardlift is gonna kind of give you a few last pats on the back, and is gonna walk back over to her seat on the couch, and is just like, "Good luck out there, Night Howl."
He like nods. You're not coming? She tilts her head.
Oh no, I don't normally leave the ship for these sort of things. I might come later. I might hop off to see you around later, but
Okay.
initial departure is for you guys.
He like smiles and just runs over to Hades and just sits down
Alright.
like a loyal dog.
Oh my god. Alrighty, so
Night Owl. Takes finger pats on head.
yup.
He's like, oh, everybody's so nice. I should have popped out of the vents and or the box earlier.
Alright.
Alrighty. So, the ship finally arrives to Caminus, docking as Poseidon gives the word that you have docked, and that the bay doors are open for those who are departing to depart the ship, while the crew gets ready for another refueling. Let me grab your tokens to the right map and such.
So yeah, it's like right then. Follow us, Night Howl. I'll show you the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
Dang. Well, I mean, this is one, I'm happy about this conclusion. At the same time, I guess the prank I was gonna pull my brother into is gonna have to wait till later.
Oh my god.
I was trying to make it like not obvious that I was gonna actually come back,
Mhm.
but
I didn't realize how much of a surprise you wanted it to be, so in the updates I said when I was saying Jack's gonna miss this session, I'm like, but don't worry, we're still going to have 4 players. I have a surprise for you all.
Yeah, and then I was, as soon as that happened, technically even before we got in VC, I was like, it's probably Vexy. Just a process of elimination.
Yeah, it
And
was
then
either you or
were the-
Kara.
Exactly, and then you were in the call, and I was like, okay, so it's Vexy, especially since I saw you log on to Foundry.
yeah. Well, I was just gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna watch you guys for a little while and then just be quiet.
No,
To be fair, I wasn't necessarily expecting you to return as a permanent member of the campaign, but I did know that at the very least you were going to be guesting here.
Yeah.
yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, you all start walking down a path into the city of Caminus. What once was just the Titan city itself, which has been vastly expanded upon. Let me go ahead and pull you all to the map. And here you are, the city of Caminus, a bustling city of what, as far as the eye can see, fembots. Nothing but fembots. There are two that are on your path that seem to stand out a little bit as just unique looks and such, if you want to approach them. But you, thankfully, due to the knight's information on Caminus, you do know that this building over across the way with the big symbol on it is where you will find the leader of Caminus. The building off to the left of the map is a science building, and then the building right up front and center on the right of the map is a research building. A historical research building.
Nexus.
Oh.
My first destination will Capitol building. I mean, to introduce myself to. What would you call the leader of this planet?
She is known as the Mistress of Flames.
To the mistress.
I'll come with you. Especially since we're planning on returning the forge. I want to be there for that.
I would rather not leave Night Howl, though. I look around where. Oh, I see he's already skidded off.
Eh.
He's like
No.
halfway down the path to go talk to the fembots.
Oh no, and so is she.
Yup.
I suppose it might be their animal instinct.
Yeah. Yeah, I could potentially. Yes.
I'm sure they'll be fine. Caminus is, at least far as last I was here, Caminus was a relatively peaceful place, all things considered.
So basically,
Well,
I'll
As
I'll basically just radio Night Howl and remind her. But I'm telling her where we're going and let her know if anything is, basically contact us if anything. So.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. Oh then, shall we head off?
The sooner the better, I think.
Indeed. So we will start making our way to the Capitol building.
Alrighty. You make your way inside, and as you do, out comes the Mistress of Flame herself. Nexus, you would recognize her, and unfortunately, she recognizes you.
What?
You.
I wasn't expecting you to show up immediately.
I heard
Hey.
that the knights were arriving, and I was curious as to why they were here. Now I'm even more curious why a Cybertronian has returned to my lands.
Yeah, about that, Hades.
But yeah, I guess as they're talking, do the equivalent of raising his brow and be like, "You two have history." I see.
You'll find I have history with a lot of people, and most of it is, not in my favor.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Yeah. Anyways, you should probably show her the thing.
Well, Mr. Pleasure to make it. We have come to deliver something of importance to Camp. An artifact. And with that, he'll remove the forge and present it.
It was on Cybertron. We don't know why or for how long.
What do
Not
you
even
mean
Alpha
you
Trial.
don't know why or how long?
I mean, we found it in a ruin. Even Alpha Trion wasn't aware that
It was your
there.
Prime who returned it to Cybertron from out under our grasp.
Wait, what?
What?
You mean that
Nova?
you don't know?
No.
No.
Eons ago, Nova Prime had come here requesting use of it. He had promised to return it, but he never did. I assumed he stole it back to Cybertron.
I knew he used it, but I was under the impression he had returned it.
It seems
can't
we've all been
imagine.
deceived.
It's also possible that it wasn't him.
What do you mean?
I'm not exactly sure, but the reason we left Cybertron in the first place wasn't simply to return this. Something is going on in the universe. Some force, potentially older than the Primes, is becoming active, and it seems to all point back to Nova and the Proudstar. Everything seems to be connected to that. So there's definitely a connection there, but I'm not necessarily sure if it's as straightforward as he simply didn't return it.
Do you mean the shadows?
Yes.
Yes.
So you're aware of them too, then.
I know very little about them, but if you seek answers to the shadows, I do know that some answers you will find with the scholars down at the Research and History Museum.
See.
I
That's
believe
hard
you
thing-
know
hard
one
thing
of
to
them,
know.
Nexus.
Right.
So, Hades will give her the forge.
She
I
will
believe
take it.
it's time it's returned to its rightful place.
Yes, thank you, Sir Hades of the Knights. And she will take
course.
it. Now go. You have work to do, and I do not wish to see another Cybertronian for a very long time.
That is fair. Probably
So-
that it's not me of all people as well. We should
So
head
Hades
to the research
will-
building.
We'll give a bow and then turn to leave the building.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Nexus will go as
And
well.
then, yeah.
Oh, we lost
Oh,
Anno.
whoa.
He's going through.
No!
He said he was going through a thunderstorm. That's why his audio was being fucked up. So welcome back,
Oh, okay.
Anno.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it was back.
So yeah, well, Hades will go down to try and find that research facility.
Alrighty, it is this building here. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh
Hold on.
no,
What?
it's that bad, huh?
Oh no.
No! Oh no!
Oof.
I guess while we do that. Oh no!
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Uh oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Should we swap over? Let me in!
Oh no, did it kick you from the game? Oh my god, the
But I
three of
pressed
you.
it at the same time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. For those
God,
who
you guys
can't...
have Perfect timing.
For the viewers who can't see what's going on in Discord, 3 of my players just posted the "Let me in" meme all at once.
Yep.
Because Anno is going through a thunderstorm right now that is causing him issues, some technical issues. So, yippee!
Great minds think alike, you two.
Yup.
It's a stretch.
Lamau, Daniel. Alrighty.
It's memes. It doesn't take that much effort.
Yeah, that's fair. Alrighty, so for now.
It's gigantic compared to fucking Flame War.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Flame War, I
like,
believe it
let's
is.
let's see what Night Hell's up to.
Yeah, I was just gonna move over to Night Hell actually. So, Night Hell, what are you up to?
She is taking in the scenery.
Nice.
Are you guys all fembots?
Why, yes, we are.
I'm assuming that one is, well, you can't see what I'm pointing at.
I can actually.
Okay, yeah, this one is
Yeah.
talking.
Yes.
You're like, wow, that's really cool. She just kind of cutely tilts her head. Oh my god, she has fucking. Oh my god. Night Owl has golden retriever energy.
Yes, she does.
Yes.
You must be from Eucharis, correct?
Yes, I'm Night Owl. I'm a Predacon?
Maximum.
You want me to go with Maximal then?
Technically, so there is no factions on Eucharis. The species are Predacon, which are the more ancient species, and the Maximals are the
Okay.
modern day species. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I am a Maximal.
Ah, yes. I've learned some things about your people.
Mhm. And what are you other than a girl bot?
Most Camions are like normal Cybertronians. We are what the Eucharians call Viacons, or Viabots. We transform into vehicles here.
Ooh, nifty.
I suppose
I
so.
like that idea.
Glad to think so. Oh, by the way, I am Road Rage.
Road Rage. That's an interesting name considering you don't seem angry.
Yes, well, I was not the one who gave me my name. It was my creator.
Oh, who was your creator?
My creator was Crossshot. Eucharians might call her my mother, given how your structure works for culture.
Yes. Yes. I don't. Would she know her mother?
Yes.
Okay. What is the mother's name?
Your mother is Crystal.
My mother's name is. Oh, okay. My mother's name is Crystal.
A beautiful name.
She's really nice and sweet.
Anna's last message before dipping a stripper name.
No!
Beautiful final and
Mad bet.
final word.
Beautiful final words.
Beautiful
yeah.
final words. Oh my god.
God, I just caught up with the tail.
Oh my god.
Caught up with the fucking.
Oh my god.
Shove my. Drive my.
Anna, Anna, the last words that you said before your drop from the call was a stripper name. What perfect last words?
Right.
Oh
A
my
fucking
god.
stripper name.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
Poetic.
Yep.
Right? Famous last words.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He's like, though I do have a best friend. Her name is Air Razor. She transforms into a hawk. I kind of miss her though.
You are a long way from home. I can imagine missing your friend.
Mm-hmm. But I have a friend now, Hades, and Nexus, and Hardlift. And then there's a spider who I think he like whispers in like a conspiracy tone, like, I think he does drugs.
I see.
Meanwhile, 9 off somewhere smoking a bong, very much in public view.
Ripping a bong, just.
Well,
I love it. Oh my god. The dynamic of this team is just hilarious.
yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, no.
I love it so much.
And yet, functional.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all there is about me. Although, Hardlift gave me head pats. I hadn't had those forever. But yes. He's kind of like, has the little dreamy eyes
So
thinking about it.
innocent.
Road Rage gives a big warm smile.
I should go find my friends. They might worry about me. But it was a pleasure to meet you, Road Rage.
You as well, Night Owl.
Can I have your contact info so I can call you whenever and talk sometimes?
Sure thing. And she gives you her comm link frequency.
Cool. and she like waves at Flame Wire. I can't remember.
Flame
who
War,
she-
yeah.
And more, yeah.
And then she like sniffs the air. And do you want me to roll or nothing?
No,
she's gonna take this-
it's pretty easy to find Hades and Nexus' smell because they're so unique compared to all these fembots. In fact, your
Okay.
team's smell, while Hades and Nexus don't stink like a certain spider does, they are so unique compared to the Camions that all three of your teammates are very easy to find.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh,
I
it
just
helps
smell
that
like quality
Hades-
push.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Also, it helps that Hades is, fucking massive.
That
Yeah.
too. There are no other
I do
Camions
think,
this big.
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
can spot him a mile away.
So I found how to like I found the transformation option in my character sheet.
Oh, that just
But it-
transforms you for the character sheet. It doesn't do the token yet. They're working on that.
Yeah.
The
There's
transform thing is a
there's-
macro. So at the bottom of
Yeah.
your screen, you'll see a little bar that has 1 through 0.
Mhm.
Next
There's a
to
little
on
folder.
the there's a little folder icon on the left-hand side next to the number 1. You'll click on that, and it should be called generic base transformation script. Drag that into the hotbar.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
And then you click it to transform.
Yeah. First, you have to click on your token. But yeah. There you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then thank you. And then she runs off, tail wagging.
Yeah, both of them are waving to you as you run off.
I love it.
I love her. I love Night Owl.
I love Night Owl too.
I'm glad I'm glad I decided to come
Bean.
back.
Me too.
Glad to have you
You're
back.
being.
Alright.
All right, so you all heading into the research and history museum.
Yes.
Alrighty. So you guys head in, and Nexus, you'll recognize somebody there. It's your old buddy Nautica, and she is there with a young scholar who's working with her.
That's a face I haven't seen in a long time. Hey there, Nautica.
Genesis, is that you? My, you
Yeah.
look different.
Yeah, stuff happened, and I sort of ended up changing my name to Nexus, but you can still
Really,
call me
Nexus?
It was Alpha Trion's idea.
Of course.
Yeah, again, it was stuff happened, and I kind of had to pretend I wasn't who I was for a while, but
Yes.
anyways, how have you been?
Excellent. I've been doing very well. However, I have been missing some of my friends from back home. Including...
I imagine it's been. I was gonna say, I imagine it's been quite a long while. Quite a long while since you've been to Cybertron.
Oh yes, it has. You're one of the knights, correct?
Yeah. You may call me Hades if it pleases you.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Hades. I am Nautica, one of the eldest members here of Caminus. I am a founding member, actually, from the Titan itself.
He'll do I guess the knight's salute. It's a pleasure to. And who is this?
This is my apprentice, a young scholar named Windblade, and she'll kind of shyly wave to everyone.
Nautica is actually the one with the idea for space bridges. I simply
really?
helped with a few formulas and calculations when we were making them.
Uh-oh. We lost Vexy. We're losing everyone tonight. No!
MU Discord!
No.
Damn you, Discord!
Welcome back, Vexy.
Sorry, technical difficulties.
You are all good. We're all having it tonight.
Seems
Don't
to be
worry.
the theme of the night, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Nautica is just like, oh, it was nothing. Space bridges were just a little side project of mine at the time. Nexus is the reason they are so
wow.
useful now.
I had just happened to get some ideas afterwards. That's all.
Nothing new for you.
Anyways. Yeah. The main reason we're here, though, is...
I'm aware.
I see.
Nova worried that you would come looking for him someday.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not exactly subtle or hard to read.
Indeed. He didn't tell me why you would come looking for him, or what he planned to do, but I assumed by the fact that he said you would come looking for him, he never returned to Cybertron.
No.
Mm.
He hasn't.
I see. Well, Windblade and I were just getting ready to head towards
My house trying to mimic me?
Oh,
no!
adorable.
That's adorable.
We were just getting ready to head to a temple, one that we've been unable to get into, but Nova Prime apparently left something there.
Oh. Hey. That would be of quite an interest to us too, I believe.
Yeah.
Could we accompany you?
Yes, you can.
By the way, Nautica,
Yes.
have you heard anything of Cyclonus?
Yes, Cyclonus, he... After Nova Prime's visit, the Mistress of Flame banished him because she blamed him for allowing Nova to get away with this forge.
How unfortunate.
Yes, he spends his time amongst the honored graves, for the most part, on the outskirts of the city.
I see.
I visit him when I can, but I don't often get the chance.
I'll have to drop by before we head out.
Understandable.
Wherever this journey of ours takes us next.
Of course.
Yep.
Well then, shall we get going?
Yep.
I think that would be wise.
Very
Indeed.
well. Alrighty. Do you guys grab Cloud9 as well? If he's still able to.
I'll radio Cloud9
Yeah.
and say we're getting ready to head out. It might be good for you to come with us. Can you meet us at the research facility across the river?
You may still have technical issues.
Yeah.
Anno.
Yeah, no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm sure we'll get his response, but should we just bring him with us anyway?
Yeah, I'll grab his token and bring him just in
Okay.
case.
And we can always put him back if he doesn't want to come.
Yeah. Alrighty, let me... So, you guys take your time leaving the city as Nautica and Windblade take you all to the old temple. The temple known as the Guardian Temple. Here we are. The entrance to the Guardian Temple.
Okay.
Quite an interesting build it has.
Yes. It is said to have been here before the Cybertronians got here, which is odd because when we arrived on the Titan Caminus, there were no signs of any active life, so whatever species existed here Well, they died out long ago.
Can obviously I would know nothing about. Or wait, actually, would I notice anything like any? Okay, can I roll alertness to
Sure.
see if I notice anything familiar?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. I think it's 22.
Yep. Alrighty, so yeah, you do unfortunately recognize some of the scripture and structure here. This was
Okay.
built by a race that, unfortunately, the Knights and the Quintessons wiped out because they rebelled against the Quintessons long before the Knights did.
So you kind of with he was sort of hide it, sort of not. His expression would fall slightly, like ears would kind of droop a little before catching himself. I am familiar with this race, yeah. They died out quite a long time ago,
I see.
unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunate indeed. What we have managed to find of what's left of their civilization here has been quite educational. But we have not been able to get into this temple yet. None of us have the strength to open the door. But perhaps a knight such as your stature would.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Excellent.
So, before Hades tries, Night Owl wants to be, like, helpful, and she, like, just runs towards the door to headbutt it.
Go right ahead.
Night Owl, wait, you're gonna
She's
hurt
gonna be like,
yourself.
and it just smacks into
Obviously
it and
smacks
just slides down. Wow, my head.
Oh dear.
That's not what people mean when they say use your head, Night Owl.
I was trying to be helpful.
We appreciate that, but
Appreciate it, but
That's-
preferably not giving yourself a concussion.
yeah,
Okay,
there
I
are
will be. Mm-hmm.
there are better ways to be helpful sometimes than just rushing in headlong.
Okay, I will think from now on. Thank you, Nexus.
No problem.
Right. I'll approach.
Such a
And,
fucking bean.
I know!
Yes.
Alright, can I read any of the script here?
No. Unfortunately, you never actually learned how to read the language at the time, so
Oh, that's unfortunate.
you just recognize it. However, Nautica can read the script.
Do you know what this says?
Yes, this is the Temple of Guardians, a place where those who protected us long ago lay to rest.
A tomb, then.
It
Interesting.
would seem so, yes.
I would feel bad about disturbing their resting place, but
Nova Prime did long ago, as far as I'm aware. Like I said, he got in. He left something behind, but he sealed it so that we could not easily enter. He said that the right people will find it in due time.
I see. So he'll walk up to the door and kind of put his hand on it, get a feel.
Oh,
Of,
and there goes Anno.
Oh,
Yep, dang. But
yeah.
yeah,
He'll put
So-
a hand on the surface and kind of get a feel of it.
it is a heavy stone door. Heavy even for you. Not so heavy that you wouldn't be able to brute force it open, but heavy for a stone door for you.
So I'm gonna like, does this door, obviously going by the visuals, but does this door have like designs and stuff on it?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of trace my fingers along it. I want to, before I resort to brute force, I want to see if I can find anything that resembles like a locking mechanism, you know, something with
Go
So-
ahead and roll alertness for me.
May I lend assistance?
Yes, you
Yes.
may.
I'd also be inspecting the door to see if there were any sort of like general mechanisms and whatnot. Just
Yeah.
like if there was more to the door than just you need brute strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the idea I had too. Before
Yeah, so
I wanted.
I'd be helping them inspect with that.
Okay, so that gives me upshift and edge. Go. And okay. 6. Okay. Crit 21.
Yeah. So you do in fact find a hidden button on one of the teeth of the guardian
Oh.
creature.
So yeah, as I'm tracing the wall, I guess I feel my claw hook into some. Oh, what's this?
Find something?
I think so. So I'll kind of trace it and then like manipulate with whatever I'm feeling and try to activate it.
Yeah, you manage to press it in, and suddenly the door begins to open. Well, that would explain it. It was high up there. No wonder we couldn't find it.
Do none of you fly?
Yes, but we weren't looking for that.
Okay.
We assumed
Often we
that the species was a smaller species, as much of their structures are small compared to us Cybertronians. So we assumed that its locking mechanism would be lower down.
I don't feel ashamed. These things are usually hidden in plain sight most of the time, as I've come to find.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he'll look back to Night Howl and be like, "Stick close to us. Who knows what we'll find in the tomb?"
Yeah.
If there's something bad, I'm ready to fight. He like goes into a fighting pose.
My gut's telling me that it's not necessarily a fight we're in for, but I do think we're in for something. This
Okay.
place screams sacred grounds, and in places like this, there's always something to face.
Perhaps trial a puzzle. Who's to say?
Exactly.
Alright, so
Then,
Alrighty. You go on and enter. And as you enter, you walk into this massive open room. There is, and it's not shown on the map, but there is a pedestal in the center atop the symbol of the guardian creature.
I'll guess look around, sniff the air, kind of take in everything.
It's musty and old in here.
Certainly smells like a tomb for sure.
around the...
Oh,
You
no.
broke up there a little
Design.
bit, Dan.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me clearly?
A little bit, yeah.
You're roboting a little, but
Okay, I wanna around the pedestal and the, design.
Alrighty. So there is a little book-like object on the pedestal itself, and what appears to be a button beneath the book. Around the design, it's just a design. It doesn't look immediately like there's anything hidden within it. It's very, very flat against the ground.
Just wanted to make sure, but it does look like there's like if I lift that book up, something will probably happen, right?
Possibly, you're not sure.
Okay.
if you want me to lend assistance, I can. Whatever check you want to do.
You could always just read the book on the pedestal.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
planning on open the book on the pedestal, be careful to not disturb its weight too much.
Yep. As you open it, there is but one page. It is a stone book, basically. There's but one page that has any writing in it, and the writing simply translates in Cybertronian. Learn the history hidden in plain sight.
Would I recognize the handwriting by chance?
Oh, it's definitely Nova Prime. The crypticness reminds you of Primes, whether you could recognize the handwriting or not.
Yeah. Well, he says, learn the history hidden in plain sight. So I guess he's going to let us in on a secret of the Matrix then.
You really
I guess
believe
I'd
so?
always wondered what exactly the Matrix gave him information-wise when he received it. I knew it granted its wielder some form of knowledge of the primes, but I never really was able to discern exactly what qualified as that knowledge of the primes.
So,
Seems we might get a bit of a clarity on that here.
I'm gonna, with that in mind, I'm gonna step back and kind of observe, like, go back and forth, kind of observe the room. Does anything
Alrighty.
change when I, like, look at it from different perspectives?
Not that you could tell, but go ahead and roll me an alertness an alertness check. Everyone who wants to.
Because
Okay.
I'll also be looking, but not just for seeing if anything changes. I also want to look and see if I can spot what appears to be any sort of mechanisms.
Yep.
And would this count for puzzle solver?
Yes, it would.
Cool. And you know what? I will use 2 energon points,
Fair enough.
because I can afford it. And
Oh, I'm sorry.
Damn.
okay.
Alright, Nexus. This all seems oddly confusing to you. You're not sure why, but it's almost like something is causing you to be struggling with finding what you're looking for. Hades, however, finds a mechanism on this wall here.
I kind of observe it. What does it look like?
It looks like it is a kind of hidden lever of some sort.
I believe I may have found a lever of some kind.
See,
He hasn't touched it yet, though. Obviously, he knows better than to just pull random levers without knowing what they do. Oh no, Night Owl.
nice thing. Night.
Oh, you're cutting out a bit, Dan.
The night howl. Wait.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
He stops.
You're cutting out.
No,
You're
you're
good.
I heard you say stop, so she stopped.
Okay. We might be overcomplicating the history and planes. I'm going to step over.
You're cutting out again. You might need to rejoin.
Okay, I will.
Yep.
alright. I'll do the same.
Okie doke.
But everybody's fine with me.
Yeah.
Alright. Are we working? No, Dan, no!
Damn it, Dan.
Damn it, Dan's internet!
Damn it, Dan's internet.
Dan.
I
Maybe
still.
you guys.
There
Oh.
you go.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
yes. It's a little choppy,
Okay.
but we can hear you, yes.
Okay.
I think it's stabilizing.
So, I was saying that I'm gonna go over to the pedestal and I'm going to remove the book.
Alrighty. By removing the book, the button presses down, and the 2 guardian heads here open up, revealing 2 more books. This time, it doesn't seem they are connected to any mechanism.
Feeling it was hidden in plain sight. In other words, the obvious mechanism.
Wonder what this does then.
We might have to find out after we read these 2 books, but it may have also simply been a decoy.
Alright.
I will open this book over here.
Alrighty.
I guess I'll carefully open this one.
So the book that Nexus found says is titled the story of the Trickster Prime, while the book that Hades is about to open reads the history of Caminus. Who would which one would y'all like to hear first? Because this is going to be a little bit of exposition dumping.
Caminus first?
Yeah, I'm good to
Yeah.
go with Numinous first.
Alrighty. Caminus was a titan who was forged with one purpose: to colonize a world for a peaceful era, away from the wars of Cybertron. It set out with the Tomb of Solus, her forge, her lathe, and a crew of mostly fembots, plus Cyclonus, who was guardian of the Prime's lineage. Upon finding a planet of plentiful resources, the Titan activated its well, allowing new bots to be birthed. The first of many of these fembots to be born from the well was the mysterious Mistress of Flame, a bot who has been left as guardian of the planet, and with it the knowledge of Solus Prime. She has been called a Prime Master with her knowledge and wisdom. Oh, welcome back, Anno. The well has only produced fembots so far, for an unknown reason. But it has left the planet in a state of peace not seen by most other Titan colonies, or ever, let alone the rest of the colonized worlds. Solus's forge vanished sometime during Cybertron's mid-Golden Age. No one knows exactly how or where it went precisely, but Solus's lathe remains, along with her tomb and her truth. That she and Liege had worked together to orchestrate the downfall of the Primes.
Alright. And then I guess we're...
What did you say, Nexus?
Okay. Oh no, that was me mumbling under my breath about you.
Oh.
I guess that's the perfect segue into learning about, hint hint, the Trickster Prime. So let's
Yep. Liege Maximo was a unique Prime. Overall, in the beginning, a peaceful and not really combative Prime. However, he discovered the existence of the creature known as the Beyonder, and things changed. He began scheming a way to destroy the Beyonder. He wanted to make sure it didn't cause harm to the Primes and the rest of the universe. To do so, he knew that the Primes needed to be scattered. They needed to be scattered so the relics would be scattered, so the shadows couldn't use them. He had confronted Solus about this, telling her about what he had discovered, and that only one type of weapon could kill the creatures from the shadows. He had her forge him weapons, one of these weapons being the very weapon that Hades wielded. He convinced her to fake her own death, to have the to force the Primes to fall apart. During the war that he started amongst the Primes, he decided to summon one of the Shadow Beasts to test his theory of what it would take to kill one of them. He then, predictably, was banished from Cybertron for his crimes. His death, however, exaggerated by the Primes to the majority of the later Cybertronians who weren't aware of what actually happened. Nexus and the First Forge were the only ones who truly knew that he was banished and not killed. He spent the rest of his life trying to atone for his sins as he realized that he might have taken things too far. He created a bot who he had hoped to protect the relics, named Sentinel Zeta, unaware of what he had truly created.
Well, shit. Hey, Hades, what's your book say?
It mostly spoke of the history of Caminus, but it did mention. Wait, so were we saying this out loud, or was this just?
I am up to you guys.
I imagined
Okay.
at least Nexus at least read over it in silently first.
Right.
Okay.
Hades,
So yeah, he'll go over like. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, Hades, did you say it out loud or did you read it in your head?
He would have read it in his head.
Fair enough.
It generally spoke of the history of Cabinet, but there was something interesting at the.
What?
It mentioned Solus and Liege Maximo of all things.
Yeah, the book I read was all about Liege, and it mentioned how apparently Solus faked her death.
Given what the book over here said, I'm somehow not surprised.
Yeah, also, the reason they did it, turns out, was because they became aware of the Shadow Beast, what I presume Master, and most likely the voice I heard inside my head whenever I tried to mess with the information I got from Sentinel, known as the Beyonder, and they were, like, trying to stop it, and also Solus forged the sword you picked up.
I see.
Yeah, also, Liege, in hopes of trying to atone for his crimes and his whole and to protect the relics, he made Sentinel.
So inadvertently, we have.
So inadvertently,
we have
I
Liege to thank for the problem.
genocide, for the near complete genocide of Cybertron. Yes.
Well, should Liege still be out there, I suppose you might have choice words for them.
Indeed. Solus as well. I thought she fucking died.
I wonder about the state of her tomb then, if her body is not there.
Yeah, I feel like that might be something we'd like to ask the Mistress of Flame, but at the same time, she has no interest in speaking to me.
I can only wonder if she would be so forthright with such information.
Oh, absolutely not. There's no reality in which she would be, but, you know. Maybe we can rope Cyclonus in to help. Who knows? Well, there might be more beyond this point. We might want to check it out, see if there's anything more to be gleaned from here.
Oh, this is not an open thing. It's supposed to be a closed door right now. It is a door,
okay.
but it is closed. The map, I just couldn't find a map that had a closed door.
I leave it earlier.
Yeah.
Perhaps we shall test it? Alright. So he'll go and... Oh, go ahead.
Be like,
Sorry?
wait, Nightowl, you were eager to pull it. Why don't...
Wait a minute, I feel like this is something of you trying to set me up.
I'm saying you wanted to do it before, so we should let you do it. I simply didn't want you to do it before because I wanted to see if my idea with the pedestal worked, and it did. That's all. I don't think it's like a danger or anything.
Okay. She just walks over in there and yanks it without thinking.
So, well, if she needs help reaching it, I'll help her.
Oh no, she does not need help reaching it.
Okay.
It is at a decent height for her. She just has to jump up a little bit.
Yeah, so she jumps up and grabs it.
Upon grabbing the pedestal, a bright light suddenly appears in front of the door as it begins to take form. In the form of none other than Liege Maximo.
It's your moment.
Maximo. Devil, as they say.
He does not speak.
Perhaps just a projection.
Maybe. But I feel like there might be more to it than that. Liege Maximo's abilities were ones of illusions and trickery. I'd seen him and appear as though he was in multiple places at once. Or It's never so straightforward with Liege.
It moves forward, and without a second to spare, a dual blade suddenly appears in his hand, swinging towards Nexus.
Oh.
Nexus, why is it not rolling? Come on. What is happening here? Let me see if this will work. Oh, come on. Give me a second. The sheet is not rolling the dice I need him to be rolling.
That's fine.
Ah, fuck it. I'll just roll his might. There we go.
Oh.
Does a 23 hit one of your defenses?
Any of them. Except, yeah, no, any of them.
Alrighty, go ahead and take 2 sharp damage.
Yep.
Alrighty, and now is the time to roll initiative. Let me go ahead and add a combat encounter. Alrighty. Roll for you.
Critical 9.
Nice. And what did you get, Night Howl?
Oh, fuck. Give me a second.
Yep, all good.
$13?
Yep.
Of course, Hades has got to beat me.
Probably a good thing in this instance, just saying.
Mm-hmm. Are Nautica and Windblade going to be joining us, or
Nope,
no?
they are not warriors. They are gonna run back out of the fight. They're not gonna leave the room, but they are backing out of the fight. So, it'll just be the 4 of you in combat. The 3 of you against this strange Liege Maximo. Alrighty, begin combat. Hades, you are up first.
Okay. So let's do the thing. Let's do the funny thing.
Yeah.
So
What do you think?
the funny thing. Good tips. Well, Nexus, I may have to borrow some of your energon, if that's okay. I don't use a lot of it, but I will use some.
For you to do.
So, alright. So I'm going to use 2 to get 4 up shifts. So that puts me up. Well, actually, hold on. Before I use that, I'm going to do my shout.
Yep.
Well, that's 12 on the die.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So that's 2 up shifts from that, and then within 30 feet gets 2 up shifts as well.
Yep, on
Nice.
their next skill
Plus.
test.
So
Yep.
and I'm gonna use 2 energon from Nexus. So that's 4. 5. If I poise, that's 7. So that's plus 4 up. With the 3 minus from the multi attack. So that puts me at 3d6 territory.
Nice.
So I can spend 2 of my energon.
For one of Nexus's energon for 2 more to
Or
get an
what-
autocrit.
Can I do that one more to get
Sure.
auto crit? Okay, auto crit for the first one then.
Alrighty. And that's
So that is. That is 10 void damage
cool.
or energy damage. Yeah,
It should be void damage, I think.
yeah. It just says element energy, so void
Oh
damage
yeah.
in this case.
Yeah, it's void.
All right.
Supposed to be at least. Alright, so he takes half damage because he has resistance to void.
Bullshit.
Ah. Lame.
Yup.
Okay.
Lame.
He is not one of the shadows.
Ah.
Mm.
You
That-
have
I'll just-
2
that's a
more
D2.
attacks. Yep.
So, I don't want to vampire off any more of Nexus Energon unless they want me to.
He's got plenty.
Got 13 left.
Yeah.
21
Alrighty.
to hit.
A 21 does not hit.
Damn.
Alright, good to know where we sit with that. And then the last one. So. I'll spend one of your Energon to put me up to a D6. Wait, what? You know what I didn't do? I'm late. I'll just do it for this last one. You know what I didn't do?
What?
I didn't use my fucking, I literally can use my specialization. I have a D8.
Oh, yeah.
I specialized.
Yeah,
Whoops.
expertise. Whoops.
Yeah, whoops. That's okay. Alright. Just swapping between 5e and this is a little...
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And then D6. Alright, yep. 20. I don't know if specialization... Yes, expertise still applies here. Because it got pushed down to a D6, but it is a D8 naturally?
Let me double check my ruling on that. Let me find it again. Yeah, Yeah, I
'Cause I
think
thought-
it counts.
Okay, because I thought
Yeah,
the thing was as long as it's D8 naturally, it still applies, but
Yeah,
I'm
it does.
pretty sure.
It does still apply.
Okay. Alright, so... 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Okay.
a crit too, wasn't it? 'Cause
It's a
the
crit.
4 got a-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and it's a
Another
crit, so there's 5 damage.
Yup.
Alright. And then I can make another attack, but this time I will be doing just a normal one. Is it possible... Well, is it a free action to swap to a different weapon?
Yes, it is.
Okay. In that case, I can't swap, so I'm... Yep. So, attacking with Void's Edge again, but just a regular swing. Actually, hold on. Special. Let me look at my maneuvers, actually. What my other things do. I'm going to... What's the maneuver? What is that?
Maneuver is typically a downshift. Maneuver can be grappling, shoving, tripping. Basically, that's it for the most part for the maneuvers.
Okay, so it's one downshift?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case... I can take that. I'm going to attempt to do a trip attack.
Alrighty.
Okay. Uh, 24.
Alrighty. A 24 does... in this instance, it does hit, actually, because he's defending with that different defense.
Alright. So yeah, they are tripped.
Alrighty.
It's a crit? I'm not sure how that works.
So he's knocked prone, basically. Because
Okay.
tripping knocks prone.
Yeah. Whatever maneuver damage means, knock prone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Night Howl, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. So with so she's gonna transform. And I'm assuming that's a one action,
Yes, it is a standard action.
but it's not an attack action.
Oh no, wait. You're transforming to beast mode. It's free action.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then
'Cause you
she's
have
gonna
full charge.
yeah, and then she's gonna charge up to him.
And since this is melee, I think you get the equivalent of advantage. You get I'm having a brain fart.
Edge.
Edge. Yeah, you get edge.
Yes, you do
Okay.
get edge.
So I get an edge. And did I specialize in finesse?
You should have.
Yeah, I thought so.
What's
Yeah,
up, Dan?
unarmed combat.
You also get upshifts from the shout.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, you
so
get
two
two
upshifts from shout.
Okay. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so 17. Ah, okay. Well, that's a whole lot of fucking dice. Does 29 hit?
A 29 does in fact hit.
I'd be
Cool.
worried if it didn't.
And it
All
might
right.
be a crit.
It is definitely a crit. Because
All right.
Foundry does not crit on the D2s.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know I don't roll for damage, but all right. So she is using her chassis cracker.
Alrighty.
So she is using 2 sharp damage.
Nice.
And then she has, I want to say she has multi-attack.
Let me double check the traits of that. No.
Extra attack. She has extra attack.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you're using the homebrew
Yes.
warrior stuff.
So she is going to attack again. That's not it. Okay. So finesse, edge, specialization, roll. Damn, 19 doesn't hit.
Well, you have expertise because you have a natural D8, which means you add the 2 highest numbers. The system doesn't. It's a home rule.
Okay.
So it is actually a 25, which does
Okay.
hit.
Okay.
Meets it,
And
beats it.
meets it, beats it. So 25 is his
Is his
Toughness,
highest
guys.
defense. It's not his toughness,
Yeah.
it's actually his evasion, but it is his highest
Yeah.
Okay.
defense.
Dang.
Okay.
You kind of
um
know it's his evasion. He's super lanky and like stealthy looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like a speed build.
Yeah.
yeah, she'll just do chassis cracker again and just fucking just on his
Alright.
ass. That's 4 for me.
Yep.
And then however many fucking Hades did.
Yeah, the total of 10.
Yep. So 10
So
and then that's
14.
Yep. Alrighty. And is that your turn, Nighthound?
Actually, I'm gonna drop back. Cause yeah, it was. I think I have. There we go. So I'm not in any kind of imminent danger.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. It is the Liege Maximo's turn.
Mhm.
Motherfucker looks like Loki.
Yeah. I think
That
he
was-
really does look like. I think that's the intention.
That was the intention
Design.
of the aligned continuity. Liege Maximo was that he was Loki, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The express purpose. That was
Yep. Let me check what he. can
100% original.
Yeah.
Oh, and is he prone?
do. He is still prone. Yeah. So it's half his movement to get unprone,
Okay.
which he will spend doing.
He should have gotten fucking extra stuff because he's prone.
No, come on, stop it.
Well, that's why you got Edge earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alrighty. So.
I know I have something like that. I think I can have something like that that prones.
Excuse me.
You're all good.
Yeah. My natural weapon maneuver gives me the ability to do prone.
Nice. Alrighty, so he is going to. What is the range on this? Gotcha. He's going to move back here. And once again, for some reason at Nexus, he's going to, this time, throw one of his Legion darts.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Especially if
indeed.
they operate like they do in the inline. Oh no.
Alrighty, let me just make sure I am doing this correctly. Alrighty, let me roll. Does a 19 hit you, Nexus?
Toughness, which is my highest between toughness and evasion.
Damn.
Oh.
Yep.
Damn. Alrighty,
Yeah.
let me go ahead and mark you. That is, you take 2 damage,
Okay.
and it lasts for 2 turns. So let me go ahead. Mark you there. So, oh, and it was a crit. You also take 2 strength damage. But that is a one-time thing. It is not.
They're continuous. That would
Yeah,
be
it's not continuous.
so broken if that was the case.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just a
God.
one-time thing. And he's now going.
Well, luckily
to,
I don't use my strength for a whole lot anyways.
Except for
Oh,
your
yeah.
toughness.
Oh yeah.
Well, that and if you somehow got all that drained, you'd just be down and out.
You know.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And with that, he will take a. He's not taking the defending action, but he is lodging his blade into the ground in a defensive position, almost as if he's standing guard. Nexus, it's now finally your turn.
Okay.
Did you get the message I
Hey.
sent you, by the way?
Yes, I did.
Cool, just making sure.
I am going to activate my personal power.
Hmm.
Hey, when the fuck did we get those?
For character creation, when I helped you guys make those characters.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you're all good. You're all good. I don't remember if we made one for Night Howl or not yet, so that's something we can work on later.
I want to try and kind of figure out, like, what the puzzle here is, because I know it's not as straightforward as just kick his ass.
Hmm.
So I want to try and kind of see if I can figure out what the solution is here. Because I have an idea, but I want to know for certain if my idea is correct.
Alright.
So I kind of just want to gain a general understanding of what does it seem like the answer to this is.
Okay. What is your personal power again?
It allows me to, twice a day, for the remainder of the scene, I can, is never, for whatever reason, you never, like, put it down in the
Yeah.
written out. Twice a day, I can, enter a supercharged state that lasts until the end of the scene. I think scene.
You're cutting out
I
again.
can. Okay. Effectively. And smart skill tests, and I can. And the first energon I spend a turn counts for 2 when applicable.
Okay. Well, then go ahead and use it.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You cut
Okay.
out for a bit on my end.
Oh, yeah. So you said edge and energon counts for 2 when applicable?
Yeah, but only on the first I
Right.
use it.
Right. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and use it. What are you trying to glean from this?
I just want to try and like figure out what the
Okay, what the angle to this is?
voice, what the angle is, what the message I heard, just kind of get a general idea what direction this is going in.
Yeah, go ahead and roll either alertness or culture, I guess, in this instance.
Sis, you cut out for a bit on my end.
Oh, sorry. Alertness or culture in this instance.
I think I will do alertness. This would count towards puzzle solver, right?
Yes.
Okay, so agent. So you know what? Because this is important, I'm going to spend a total of 7 energon points to auto crit.
Alrighty. So I am sending you the answer, or not the answer, but the what you seek.
Yep. Everyone, put your weapons away.
Right.
He's not an enemy. He's just a guard.
So I'll put it away.
Alright.
He's simply protecting this place. No need for him to die for that.
And with that, he takes a knee and gestures to the door, letting you through, ending the combat.
Woo!
As the door begins to open, he vanishes.
It was a test of character.
Nice.
Honestly, I probably hate Liege a little bit less than I used to with the information we got here. Did I cut out again?
Nope, we heard you.
No, you're
No,
fine.
no,
Okay. Okay, it just got super silent, so I
Yeah,
wasn't
sorry.
sure.
No,
I was,
yeah,
I was
yeah,
trying
no.
to do some stuff.
I was trying to think of something. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with how he went about handling his desire to defeat the Beyonder, whatever that thing is. But I can understand making hard choices for the sake of trying to protect things. I've had to make my fair share, so I suppose I can understand.
That is the struggle of it, is it not?
Exactly. He did what he felt he had to do, what he believed was right.
What lay beyond the door was that of what appeared to be some sort of portal, almost. Not dangerous looking, but a portal nonetheless.
Why is Night Howl?
Because she didn't. Because the whole judge a character thing, she's like,
Oh.
Lol. Poor Night Owl. She didn't get to kick ass.
No, she just didn't realize that, like, she just followed suit. She didn't,
Yeah.
because somebody attacked somebody that she, considers family, so she's like,
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, you guys weren't going to be surviving that. He had 200 health.
I believe it.
Woo!
It was the vestige of our prime. We were
Yeah.
fighting
No, that's
effectively
fair.
Yeah, we were fighting the vestige of a fucking god. We weren't going to get out of that alive.
Yep.
No.
It's true.
Alright.
So do you go through
Wow.
the portal?
Nexus does.
Yeah!
Yes.
Alrighty.
Shoot.
You transport through the portal, and as you come out the other side, it's almost like you are in the sky, in the clouds, on a broken piece of land at the top of the temple.
That looks familiar. Well, not that, but like it vaguely looks like an asset from the.
It probably is. I just grabbed it out off of the internet.
Yeah.
And at
Damn.
the end of the temple, the forefront of everything, you see a stasis chamber. And Nexus, you would recognize the stasis chamber, as it is the stasis chamber that was used on the ships used to colonize many worlds during the Golden Age.
Rush over to it.
I'll walk.
And kind of peer through the glass to see if I can see who's in there.
You can just faintly make out who it is.
Who is it?
A crew member of the Proudstar.
Hmm.
Would I know their name?
Yes, you would. Lyozak.
Iozak.
You know this
I'm-
person?
Yeah. They were a member of the Proudstar crew.
What are they possibly doing here?
Well, Nova said he left something for me. I'm guessing whatever that was has something to do with him. I'm gonna try and open the stasis pod.
As you go to open it, you notice in tiny scripture, ancient Cybertronian. Not quite the language of the primes, but still ancient Cybertronian. And once more in what appears to be only written by, who could only have been written by Nova Prime, something written out. Nexus, go ahead and roll me culture.
Okay, would this count
Can
as
I-
history?
Yes.
Can I lend assistance?
Yes, you may.
So I
Alright.
gain an edge and up and up shift, correct?
Yes.
Cool. So that is 3. Upshifts. I, if everyone else is okay with it, would like to spend a story point to act as specialized.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, go.
I'm fine with that.
I'll also spend... this still counts as part of the last scene, correct?
Correct.
Cool. Then I will spend 1 energon point to bump that up to 5 upshifts.
Nice.
Yep.
Damn.
Yuck.
Alrighty, yeah, so the scripture reads, "To find the lost stars, the pieces must be brought back together. Seek Anthen, who will be the first guide to the stars. To find Anthen, seek the freed world."
My guess is the pieces are that map we learned about. The one that led to Antilla. Okay, I'm going to try and open the pod.
Alrighty, roll technology.
Okay,
You may not spend energon on this.
that is fair.
Oof.
He doesn't
mean, I
need
don't-
it. He's got a D12 specialized.
Oh, okay.
I technically have a D10 specialized, but I get
Oh.
a bunch of upshifts and shit.
Yeah.
I roll technology
Ooh.
with an automatic
Damn.
edge and 3 upshifts. So yeah. Oh, that I was supposed to roll that with specialization. My bad.
Oh well. You
Should
still
I roll it again, or?
No, you got a 28.
Yep. Yeah, I effectively roll technology with a constant edge plus 3d6, with specialization.
Yeah, it's
Slash
bullshit.
expertise because I have more than a naturally d8 in it, so yeah, I don't need help with technology rolls.
You manage to open the stasis pod, and a sound comes from it as it hisses alive, reawakening the Cybertronian within, and creaks and groans from the metal scraping against metal as
Bless you.
her joints start to move. As she slowly climbs out, you see the big bot of Lyozak. How long has it been since I have awoken?
Not entirely sure, but it's been millennia since anyone last heard from you, far
Bless you.
as I'm aware at least.
Who are you? Your voice seems so familiar, and yet
Hmm.
I do not recognize your
Yep.
face.
Hello?
Yeah, I
Yeah, Vexy?
underwent some...
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was still being
Yeah.
heard.
Yep.
Yep.
Bless you
I-
to Utopia, so.
Oh yeah.
I underwent some changes, but you would know me as Genesis.
Genesis. By the primes, it is you.
Yep.
He said you would come.
Yeah.
And he said that you would come, and she points to Hades.
Oh,
Yes.
Did
this,
he-
this is news to
Yeah.
While
I
I do not know if he knew a specific knight would come looking, he knew one of the knights would come seeking him.
I see.
Do you mind if I asked how he knew of the knights?
Like he would ever tell me.
Yeah, that's about right.
He learned of the knights
Primes.
somehow. I met the knights when he brought us to Eucharis.
Yeah. There's writing here on your pod. I assume it was left by him.
I could only imagine.
Do you know who Entfen is?
Yes, he was a titan. I believe the titan that colonized Antilla.
seek the free
Attila.
world.
The
What is
freed world.
The free world? Yeah.
Hmm.
It's what it said. It said to find Enfen, you have to seek the free world. The freed world.
Hmm. Perhaps your knight friend would know.
Yeah, it might be one of the planets that was freed from the Quintessons.
Oh, perhaps. Let me think back on that. Alright, do I need to make a roll?
Yep, culture.
Okay. I have that. I have a D4.
Nice.
Would I be able to lend them assistance?
Yes, you would be.
If you have culture, then yes. So that's edge, up,
Yep.
shift. Okay. That's 56. Alright. Okay.
Nice. All right, so yeah, you will recognize that one of the worlds on the star map was in fact one of the worlds that you personally helped free from the Quintessons uprising. The planet
Oh,
of
okay.
Grovis.
Let me think. Oh, actually, now that it occurs to me, I remember personally partaking in freeing Grovis. Perhaps that is the world.
Yeah. Then I guess we know what our next stop would be. Or at least our next major stop.
Can I observe the area? Because is there anything like a potentially could be seen as like a map here?
No, it doesn't appear as though one was left here.
Okay.
To effectively take like a screenshot of the writing. Of the message.
Laozak will let you do so.
Yep. Just so we can go back to look at that whenever we need to refresh our minds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we have our next destination. Good.
Indeed. Lyozak, do you know why exactly he had you remain here?
I have no idea why me. Perhaps because I was the least injured of the crew?
You were injured.
Yes, a battle. A battle that my memory banks are foggy on.
I see. That's unfortunate.
I was gonna ask you if you could remember what had happened, but it sounds like it's mostly fuzzy.
All I remember is that there was a battle.
Yeah. I think I know what the battle might have been with, but can't confirm it yet.
With that in mind, can I observe the area for like signs of conflict? Like what? Give me clues.
Yes, you can.
I would
And actually-
also like to aid them again.
Alrighty.
And actually, I don't know if this really counts or not because I've never actually been able to make it work. Does my war veteran apply here?
No, it does not.
Oh, alas. Alright, so.
Yeah, war veteran unfortunately is like a very situational thing.
Yeah. Alright, so D6 and edge. Let's go. Okay. Rolling very average on my D6.
No kidding. Oh, another 20.
Right.
Nice.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Hey, it works.
There does appear to be very minor remnants of what appears to have been a battle. Most of the damage seems to be on the stasis pod itself, which indicates that more than likely the battle happened on the ship or during transportation of the stasis pod to here. The temple itself looks like these cracks and such are just due to time.
Well, clearly it didn't take place here, at least not the bulk of it. It must have been on the ship or during transport.
Indeed.
What kind of damage is on the pod?
Scrapes, scratches, deep gouges that look like they could have been caused by claws or blades.
Okay, keep that in mind.
Seems like with every answer, we only end up with even more question.
Nautica kind of laughs. Isn't that normally how it is with the primes?
Yeah.
You're
but
not
that
wrong, frustratingly so.
Exactly. That's the one thing that frustrated me the most about dealing with the primes.
Yes. We best get back to the research facility.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alrighty. And I
Say
think
back.
that is where we will end tonight's session. Thank you all for joining
Okay.
me. Thank you all for joining me. Very unfortunate that
welcome.
Jack and Anno had to miss it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll
Oh well,
catch them
shit
up.
happens.
Poor Anno.
Yeah.
Yep.
Poor Anno. We'll
Poor
catch them
Anno.
up next week. We will catch them up for sure. Alrighty, but yeah, let me go ahead and end the recording here.